Our varsity football team has worked their way to playoffs.
This is the last month of college month.
And in mid-fall, these temps are starting to feel like early spring. Find out how long these temps will stick around. DTV News starts right now.
Last week was an electric game against Lapeer with Davison pulling out the win. Good afternoon, Davison.
With Davison winning, that means they're going to be moving on to the playoffs. Chayton is here to tell us about how that will go.
This is the reaction of the football team when they found out about their playoff pairing last night. The Cards got ranked first in their region alongside with many familiar faces, including 3 teams Davison has already beaten. The Cards will take on the Bobcats in the first round of regionals this Friday here at home. That's all I got for now. I'll toss it right back to the desk.
There's a scavenger hunt going on now. Teachers will have this piece of paper and they'll have a sheet about them outside of their classrooms. Every teacher should have them. You go around and put teachers for the questions for which college they went to. Questions can have multiple answers and they should be turned into the guidance office by this Wednesday, October 26th.
Continuing with college, there are still so many opportunities with tons of teachers who want to see you be the most successful you can be. Here's Mr. Sturgis talking about the experience. October 26th. They will be selling suckers, bracelets, and pink ribbon stickers. Teachers will be nominating who wore the most pink, and October 27th there will be prizes on the pink on people who win the competition. All proceeds will go to the Genesee Hurley Cancer Institute. For more information, check out the daily announcements.
Sophomores, the GCI Roadshow will be November 10th during second hour. The Roadshow is a presentation where GCI will discuss programs they will offer. This is only for sophomores. If you're interested in attending the Genesee Career Institute next year, please sign up in the counseling office.
Bible Club meets weekly on Monday from 2:45 to 3:30 in Miss Sherlock's room 267. If you'd like to join, just stop on by. Happening tomorrow, though, is the Small Engine Club, which meets on Tuesday at 3 p.m. in the Small Engine Lab. Past and present small engine students are eligible to participate. Also happening tomorrow, the Vex Robotics Club, which meets Tuesdays and Thursdays after school in room 117 in the DAE. This is open to anyone interested in robotics. This Thursday will be the last day of school for the week. There will be no school this Friday, as well as the following week due to intersession. You will be back on November 7th, so make sure you sleep in and enjoy the time off.
Coming up in sports, Chayton Harris gives us the info on how to get prepared for winter sports.
And will these warm-up temperatures stay, or will they go? Max Bissett tells us about those late spring temperatures in weather.
Oh, the lights went out. But since it is storm season here in mid-Michigan, here are a few things you should and should not do in the event of a power outage. Make sure to keep all refrigerators and freezers closed to ensure that the food inside stays cold, because you do not know how long a power outage is going to last. To be prepared in case something like this ever happens to you, keep a lantern and some good old-fashioned candles on you to make sure you see in the dark and prevent falls. One more thing to keep in handy is a battery-powered radio, so it keeps you updated on anything new that might have happened outside. See, it really is amazing that if you're prepared for a power outage, how quickly they can go by. Oh good, the power is back on.
I got Jimmy Collins on the slam.
Welcome back to sports. Let's see how the SPL championship game went. Starting off fast, Jay Flowers cut inside with no success, so he bounced outside and turned on the afterburners while he took it 42 yards to the house. You can see he had a couple Lightning members on his tail, but nobody was able to catch up on his first TD of the night. After that, Himmeline fakes the handoff to Flowers and throws it 30 yards to Henry Karstarf from the third for his first of the night. That's not the only time we'll be seeing him. Then when the Lightning get the ball, Elysianek drops back, but Tyler Dosh has different plans. He forces the ball out while Fortune picks it up to take over on the spot. Again, another big playmaker that we will see multiple times. After the turnover, the Cards capitalize with Jay Flowers again for a short run to the end zone, even adding in a little bit of extracurriculars after the TD. Again, Elysianek gets the ball, and guess who? None other than number 56, Tyler Dosh, takes him down in the backfield to bring up a third big down. Billy drops back again and sends up a prayer with no time left to none other than Karstarfin, and he hauls it in under double coverage with just getting a foot in bounds. Davison ended up taking the dub with a big 28-6 win to take the SPL Red title. The Cards redeemed themselves after losing by 3 last year.
We know that we had to come play a good game out here against them on their home field, and we knew we had the confidence to come out here and beat them on their own field, and we did that.
Yeah.
It feels good. You know, they beat us last year.
Prompter
We came, kicked the 45-yarder, sent us home, and we just had to get our revenge.
Speaking of football, tomorrow we will be having a brand new story about some Davison alum paving their way in the college world. Keep a lookout for that. Auditions for the DHS Winter Guard continue this week. The next tryout dates will be Tuesday, October 25th and Thursday, October 27th at the Seipel Elementary Gym from 4 in the afternoon until 8. No experience is necessary. The competitive cheer team is also having open practice tomorrow from 4 to 6 at Central Elementary. Now let's take a look at our upcoming playoff games, starting with the MHSAA Cross Country Regionals at Brighton on Friday at 4 p.m. Also on Friday, the football team will be heading here at home against Grand Blanc at 7 o'clock for their districts. Finally, next Wednesday, the volleyball team will play against the winner of the Flint versus Carmen at Lapeer at 7. Well, I got out and enjoyed the 70-degree weather, Maddox, but will it stick around for the rest of the week?
Chayton, while I'm sure we all love this taste of late spring instead of typical late fall weather, it is unfortunately going to be cooling down as we head out of this week. But what do you expect out of Michigan? Good afternoon, Davison. So today will be the warmest day out of this forecast, with a high expected to be at 75 degrees and a low of 57 with beautifully mostly sunny skies. Then as we go out the week, it starts to get cloudier as we cool down to a 59 degrees and add some rain into the picture on Wednesday. And finally, we dry back out on Thursday, but continues to get cooler with a high temperature of 55 and a low down to 38 with some partly cloudy skies. If we take a look at the radar, well, you could see a kind of a blank space right now, but when I did check earlier, there was a mix of rain and sun with mostly dry conditions prevailing throughout the afternoon. As we take a look outside, well, we are having some technical difficulties. Oh, there it is. You can see not a cloud in sight with the current temperature at 71 degrees and a wind blowing out of the south-southwest at 10 miles per hour. It is unseasonably warm, and it just makes a beautiful fall day outside. I'll go right ahead and toss it back to the desk.
Want to stay up to date on news and sports in the community? DTV Twitter has your back. Make sure to follow our sports Twitter, DTV Sports 1, to keep up to date on highlights, upcoming games, sports info, and more, as well as our normal Twitter at DTV_official to see what's coming up in Davison and outside of the town as well. We keep you updated on politics, the environment, big changes, and upcoming events so you can show up to support your community. So, Davison just beat Lapeer Friday, and that means we've made it to the playoffs.
Woo! Yeah, after losing to Lapeer last year, which ruined our playoff chances, really good to see back, and home field advantage this year.
I am really excited to see us go to playoffs again this year. It is really just exhilarating.
But these tickets will only be available at fan.co, not com. The tickets will be available today at 2 p.m. They will not be selling the tickets at the door, so make sure to get yours on that site. And also with College Month, we have Mr. Sturgis.
And Mr. Sturgis will be playing that video to leave you off with his college experience.
I went to Saginaw Valley, I went to Michigan State, and then Central Michigan. Michigan State and Central were for postgraduate degrees, but Saginaw was to an opportunity to play a sport. It was really my parents were the ones that suggested I go to college and kind of pushed me in the direction of education.
What's your favorite thing about your career?
It's getting to talk to kids one-on-one and help them with, academic choices, or just watching them develop in that one-on-one, way. Just being in that close proximity, I guess, and trying to help them be successful in whatever their goals are. One of the most important things for students to realize is at that point you're in college, you're on your own. And you have to do every little thing that your parents did. You have to do them on your, by yourself, and you are in control of that. So it's a lot of taking ownership and a lot of responsibility, but it's also a fun experience too, because you are finally on your own.